Hello, everyone, and a really warm welcome to all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School. I'm an expert in how AI is shaping modern hospitality, and I'm thrilled to be here to guide you on this leg of your learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful tools we have at our fingertips, guest data. We'll explore how we can use it not just to serve our guests, but to truly, deeply understand them. You see, in today's world, luxury isn't just about plush carpets and fancy chandeliers. It's about personal recognition. It's about feeling seen. When we use guest data thoughtfully, we give our guests the incredible feeling of being truly understood. And that feeling? That's the ultimate luxury. It's what turns a simple stay into a memorable, personal experience they won't forget. So, let's start by completely reframing how we think about data. It's not just a cold set of facts and figures in a spreadsheet. I want you to think of it more like a collection of clues, a story that each guest leaves behind every time they interact with us. These clues reveal what they value, what they prefer, and, if we're paying attention, maybe even what they'll need next. I mean, every room service order, every spa booking, every single question they ask at the concierge desk, it all adds another layer to this story. And here's the key. When we interpret these clues with real care and thought, we can move beyond just generic, one-size-fits-all service to deliver experiences that are truly relevant and deeply meaningful. But, and this is a big but, just collecting the data is only the first step. You see, having a pile of information is not the same thing as having insight. The real power comes from interpreting the patterns, not just collecting the facts. Because, honestly, information without context can be seriously misleading, and that's a trap we have to learn to avoid. Let's look at a classic example. A guest's history shows they booked a City View King room on their last stay. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But jumping to a conclusion right here is probably the single biggest mistake we can make. We have to stop for a second and ask ourselves, what does this one little clue really tell us? The truth is, a single data point almost never gives us the full picture. It doesn't tell us about their motivations or their priorities for this trip right now. Just think about it for a minute. Was that City View King their absolute favorite room? Or was it just the only one left when they booked? Was their budget maybe a little different last time? Is it possible they didn't even know we had those incredible ocean view suites? You see, a single clue can point in a dozen different directions. That's why data is always a starting point, never the final answer. So, if we can't make assumptions, what do we do? Well, here's the most effective technique. We use that data to start a smarter conversation. This simple shift in approach turns what could be a one-sided assumption into a truly collaborative experience for the guest. This is the key concept, right here. A data-informed conversation uses their history as a starting point for a real dialogue. It proves you're paying attention, which guests love, but it still gives them the space and the power to tell you what they need now. Because, let's face it, priorities can always change. And you can see the difference so clearly right here. The presumptive host makes a decision for the guest. It's efficient, maybe, but it can feel pretty impersonal. But the insightful host, they acknowledge the past while empowering the guest to shape their current stay. That one simple change in language transforms the entire interaction. It's a game changer. Now, of course, none of this works without one absolutely crucial element. The entire practice of using guest data is built on a foundation of trust, and that's a responsibility we have to take incredibly seriously. This expectation is completely non-negotiable. When a guest shares their information with us, they're placing their confidence in our brand. If we misuse that, even if we have good intentions, that trust can be shattered in an instant, and sometimes that's permanent. So to maintain that trust, everything we do has to be guided by these three pillars. First, transparency. Always be open about how you're using data to make their stay better. Second, privacy. Respect their personal boundaries. Never be intrusive. And third, relevance. Make sure every suggestion you make is genuinely helpful and actually makes sense for them. Okay, so once we've really mastered the ethical use of data, we can unlock the highest level of service there is, anticipation. This is where we use patterns not just to know our guest, but to actually foresee their needs, often before they even realize they have them. Let's look at another example. Over several stays, a clear pattern emerges. A guest always requests a 6 a.m. wake-up call, and your records show they're in the gym before 8 a.m. every time. This isn't just a one-off thing, it's a consistent routine. So what does this data give us? It gives us the crystal clear insight. This guest is an early riser who really values their morning fitness routine. This isn't just a simple preference, it's a core part of how they experience their day, and by extension, their entire stay with us.
But the truly crucial part is how we act on this insight. An offer like this, it's perfect. It's thoughtful, it addresses an unstated need, and it feels incredibly personal. But, and this is the most important part, it's framed as a question. It gives the guest complete control. This, right here, is what flawless anticipation looks like.
And this really gets to the heart of our whole conversation. The ultimate goal here isn't just to upsell more effectively or to boost revenue. The real purpose is to use this understanding to build a stronger, more trusting relationship with our guests. It's about going from being just a service provider to becoming a trusted partner in their travels. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. As you move forward in your amazing careers, remember that every single piece of data is an opportunity, and you get to decide how you'll use it. Will it be a path to a bigger sale? Or will it be a bridge to a deeper, more lasting relationship? The choice and the opportunity is all yours.